IQ test, intelligence quotient, psychological measurement, psychometric test, human intelligence test. All of these mean the same thing. They all refer to one of many tests used to determine a person's intelligence level. According to Medcrave's online resource for IQ test, an intelligence quotient, or IQ, is a score derived from one of several standardized tests designed to assess relative intelligence. Human intelligence is a measure of a person's ability to reason, plan, solve problems, think abstractly, comprehend complex ideas, learn quickly, and learn from experience. Intelligence is not measured by a person's ability to simply memorize information they've read out of a textbook, but instead, these tests are made to measure a deeper capability to understand complex situations or ideas. These tests have been proven generally reliable and provide results dependent upon a person's specific knowledge, vocabulary, expressive language and memory skills, along with visual spatial abilities, fine motor coordination, and perceptual skills. Many aspects tested in these tests have been traced to genetics and have been proven to be passed down from generation to generation. However, the environment in which the aspects are cultivated influences how well each is developed. While certain aspects of a person's intelligence can be inherited from genetics, the environment in which the person grows and learns is much more influential to their intelligence. The question as to what role genetic and environmental influences have on intelligence levels has been a controversial topic in psychological discussions for years. The genetics that contribute to a person's intelligence is not a single gene. It's the result of complex interactions between many genes across a person's entire genetic makeup. And any genetic contribution is influenced by the environment the person is exposed to. The environment in which a genetic trait is developed in determines how it is expressed. The same principle applies to physical traits just as it does intelligence. Very Well Mind cites a person's height as an example. A person could have tall parents and inherit the dominant tall height gene from both parents. However, environmental factors like nutrition and disease can have a great impact on the resulting height of the person. Relating this concept back to intelligence, a person could inherit a gene that is related to high intelligence from both parents and grow up in an environment that deprives them of nutrients or access to education, which is necessary for that person to cultivate that part of their genetics. Therefore, the environment will restrict their ability to reach their genetic potential. Studies done by a psychological group, Migai and others in 1933, show that identical twins that share the exact same genetic code, when raised apart from each other and in different environments, will have different IQ scores. Identical twins raised in the same environment and that have the same nutrients and access to education will have very similar test scores. However, when two identical twins are separated and raised in different environments, their test scores will be notably different. Although the twins share genetic information and have the same potential for intelligence development, the environment in which their intelligence is cultivated drastically impacts the scores of their IQ test. Another study, entitled The Effect of Environmental Factors on Intelligence Quotient of Children, found that place of residence, physical exercise, family income, parents' occupation, and parents' education, along with the child's education, all impact the IQ score of the children. The study concluded that a person must be raised and their intelligence cultivated in an optimal environment for the genetic potential to be reached, meaning a person could have the best genetic combination possible for high intelligence, but if they're raised in a less than optimal environment, they will not be able to reach their genetic potential. As with every other trait, intelligence will vary greatly from person to person, and this is the case in most families. If you were to administer an IQ test to every member of a family, all of the tests are likely to come back with fairly different results. This is because even though the members of the family share genetics, they all experience different environments. Each parent is raised in a different household, and each child most likely has experienced different schooling as they've had different teachers and experienced different teaching styles over the years. So even though the children experience the same nutrition, attention from parents, and access to materials needed at home, their different experiences in schooling will lead to different IQ scores. This makes their intelligence level a product of their environment, even though they all live in the same house and share genetic information. The same study cites information that says malnutrition during the early part of life not only results in the delay of physical growth and motor development, along with cognitive development disorders, but also a reduction in their IQ by up to 15 points. Not receiving enough nutrients early in life will cause stunted neuropsychological development, preventing the development of high intelligence levels. Overall, environmental factors have more of an impact on what intelligence level a person is able to reach. Even though genetics are essential to provide the potential for intelligence, without the right environment, that potential will never be met. A study done by Washington University found that having a nurturing mother significantly contributed to a child's intelligence. This is another environmental factor that impacts a person's intelligence. The nurturing from their mother leads to the development of a larger hippocampus, and this is the part of the brain that stores memories and is responsible for retaining and learning new information. So, although genetics play a large role in determining the full potential of a person's intelligence, it is the person's environment that ultimately determines how much the potential is developed. Thank you.